Hello and welcome to all the viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Cycle on Global Television, coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. I am Edikan Michael. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and free to air on Nicomsat. And our President Bola Tinubu has tasked Vice President Kashim Shettima with leading Nigeria's delegation to the 2024 Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting set to take place in Akpia, Samoa. The directive was announced by Stanley Ngwocha, the Senior Special Assistant to the President in Media and Communications, in a statement on Sunday. The meeting, scheduled from October 21st to 26th, will bring together leaders from 56 member countries, including King Charles of England. This year's summit will focus on the theme, One Resilient Common Future, transforming our Commonwealth. Discussions will center on building resilience, unlocking potential, and fostering a digitally connected Commonwealth. Vice President Shettima will join other global leaders in addressing critical issues such as the global economy, environmental sustainability, and security challenges. And all the Standards Organization of Nigeria has alerted members of the public to desist from patronizing uncertified compressed natural gas, also called CNG, centers in order to safeguard their lives and properties. The agency's Director General, Dr. Ifeanyi Okeke, in a statement signed on his behalf by Fellowship Bolaji, the Director of Public Relations Directorate, says the public warning became inevitable following the recent explosion of the NIPCO's CNG refueling station in Benin City, Edo State. Dr. Okeke commiserated with those affected by the incident, stating that the agency will not tolerate any attempt to circumvent the laid-out standards, guidelines, and procedures for the CNG conversion initiative. The Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission says discussions are ongoing to transfer the management of the national grid to independent system operator, along with the provisions of Electricity Act 2023 to engender more discipline in grid management. The Commission also stated that an explosion incident at the Jeba transmission station was the cause of the latest national grid collapse that occurred early Saturday. The Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission noted that efforts to restore supply have progressed significantly, with power restored in 33 states on the Federal Capital Territory as of 1 p.m. yesterday. Nigeria's First Lady Senator Oluremi Tinubu has joined family, friends, and well-wishers to celebrate the former head of state, General Yakubu Gowon, retired at 90. The First Lady says General Gowon's life of simplicity, humility, grace, dignity, and patriotism to the nation offers hope on the future of the country. The wife of the president spoke at a special Thanksgiving service to mark the 90th birthday of the former head of state on the National Christian Center, Abuja, where dignitaries including the former president, Olusegun Obasanjo, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, and former vice president, Yemi Osinbajo, among others, converged to honor the elder statesman. Recounting the virtues General Gowon stand for, the First Lady explained she was 6 years old when he took the reign of power, also highlighted his simplicity and patriotism. And now the National Chairman of Progressive Congress, Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje, has paid a courtesy visit to Jigawa State Governor Umar Namadi over the death of more than 100 people as a result of tanker explosion. The APC chairman took time in Dutse to visit and sympathize with victims of the fire incidents.
This very unfortunate accident and incidents. There's no doubt this kind of situation is a worry to everybody, especially to the families, to the people of Jigawa State and to the Nigeria. We are here in the hospital in order to see those who are suffering from injuries. And luckily enough and happily enough, the government of Jigawa State is doing everything to take care of those who are suffering from various injuries. This is very
Dr. Ganduje also used the opportunity to congratulate Jigawa State Governor on maintaining peace and stability in his state. He He expressed gratitude and happiness for a peaceful, free, and credible local government election conducted by the Jigawa State Independent Electoral Commission. And now, as the 2024 Ondo State governorship elections scheduled for 16 November approaches, the political atmosphere is rapidly peaceful, with many highs on the factors that could influence the democratic exercise and shape the economy. The situation of the state, our correspondent Kikulu Makere brings us more.
Beyond the candidates vying for the top office in Ondo State, the election is expected to test the capacity of the electoral body to conduct a free, fair and peaceful election. Residents of Ondo State are calling on the Ondo State governor to improve the economic situation of the state as well as job creation.
He came on board when he was deputy governor. That is also because of how they neglected him. That is why we have sympathy for him. All of us are not APC member, yes, so but now everybody now, at least in Ondo State now, 90% now are APC, because we have sympathy for him. Everybody want to work for him. We want to work for APC, yes, but we want APC to do more as regard the hardship that's on ground now. We want APC to buckle up their belts and work very hard to make sure things easy for the people of Nigeria and especially Ondo State.
Remain the same because they are still the people in power before the governorship stuff was now given to him. So we are not looking forward to anything different from what we have started already. So I believe he will still do well. He will still do well.
The poor, to help the younger ones that they are looking for a job, at least the little they give them to help their family. That is it.
Well, what we expect from anybody that wins the election is to make sure that the condition of this state change. Like, you know, people are crying, there's no food, there's no money. So if they can change the situation, then everybody will be okay.
So far in Akure, the capital of Ondo State, the atmosphere is peaceful as people are going about their normal businesses. Residents of the state expect Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa to improve the economic situation of the state. From Akure, Ondo State capital, Kike Lomo Okere, Global Television News.
We'll keep tracking the development from Ondo as it prepares for the off-cycle election. Many thanks to Kike Okere. And now the Minister of State for Water Resources and Sanitation, Bello Garrido, has reaffirmed the federal government's commitment to strengthening the Water Users Association and public irrigation schemes as a critical step towards achieving food security and economic growth. This was disclosed in a press statement signed by the Director of Information and Public Relations, Ministry of Water Resources and Sanitation, Fumi Yamatuyen, at the South-South Regional Workshop on the establishment and strengthening of water resources in public irrigation schemes in Nigeria, held in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Away from that, the Kebbi State government had set up a committee to recover the money stolen from the orphans account, a sum of 2.1 billion naira, had disbursed to 1,849 orphans in the state by the World Muslim League through the bank transfer to cater for their education and upkeep. While briefing journalists in Benin Kebbi, the Commissioner for Religious Affairs, Alhaji Mohammed Sani Aliyu, says some guidance entrusted with the money engaged in fraudulent withdrawal. He says the governor, Nasir Idris, had directed the immediate recovery of the money in full and that it should be returned to the orphans. President Bola Tinubu has extended warm congratulations to the Oba of Benin, Owari. The second has marked his 71st birthday on October 20th, which commemorated the 8th anniversary of his ascension to the throne of his ancestors. In a statement released by the special advisor to the president, Bayo Onanuga, Tinubu lauded the reign of the 40th Oba of Benin, noting that since his coronation in 2016, Oba Owari II has ushered in a new era of peace, understanding, and civility among the people of Benin Kingdom. The president highlighted the monarch's distinguished career in diplomacy, which has influenced his leadership. Now, the principal of Abuja Rehabilitation Center, Bala Toshe Musa, has been killed by yet to be identified assailant. Musa, popularly referred as Comrade, was reportedly found dead on Friday night inside the center located in Kochiko, a community in Buhari area council of Abuja. The center was originally set up by the Federal Capital Territory Administration for skill acquisition and training to beggars and other people arrested in the territory over public nuisance. And more on the news, Sokoto State Police Command has cracked down on a kidnapping syndicate and arresting the prime suspect, a 18-year-old Abara Ali, who is a neighbor to the complaint from the Badon area of the Sokoto State. A statement by the spokesman of the command, ASP Ahmed Rufo, says on October 16, 2024, at about 9 p.m., Ibrahim Shaw reacted to the anti-kidnapping unit attached to the Department of Sokoto that his son, Sadi Ibrahim, 2 years old, had gone missing since October 13, 2024. The Nigerian Immigration Service says it has deployed advanced e-border solutions to over 80 crossing points across the country in its ongoing effort to enhance the border security and curb the trans-border crimes. The Comptroller General of the Service, Kemi Nandab, disclosed this during a visit to its AIDF office in Abeokuta, Ogun State. Nandab noted that the deployment marked the first phase of the e-border project, a critical step in modernizing the border surveillance and control in Nigeria. You're watching the news cycle on Global Television, coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. When news cycle returns, ruthless Flamingos trash Ecuador 4-0 to reach quarterfinals in the Under-17 Women's World Cup. We'll bring you these other more development stories after this short break. Please stay with us. Many thanks for staying with us. This is Global TV bringing you live broadcasts of News Cycle. Out to business, the federal government has introduced a new bill seeking to exempt a range of essential products and services from value-added tax as part of its efforts to ease the financial burden on citizens. The bill, titled A Bill for an Act to Repeal Certain Acts on Taxation and Consolidate the Legal Framework Relating to Taxation, and enact the Nigerian Tax Act to provide transactions and instruments of related matters, is already forming the public discourse. The VAT exemption list includes the baby product locally manufactured in sanitary towel, the pads and turbans, in the bid to make these items more accessible. The bill documented lists the items exempted from the value-added tax imposed to include baby products and locally manufactured sanitary pads. Our Nigerian Customs Service has disclosed it is selling seized petrol from smugglers in the northern part of the country at a subsidized price. In a statement signed by the acting Public Relations Officer Katsina Keman, our Assistant Superintendent of Customs Isabella, the service noted that under its operation, it has seized up to 12,000 liters of PMS across the Katsina, Kano, and Jigawa axis, which were being smuggled to neighboring countries. Now, the federal government says it is discussing with the World Bank the possibility of securing a 500 million loan to support basic education. The loan is part of the World Bank's Job for Quality Basic Education for All initiative, which aims to improve the learning outcomes and address the challenges of out-of-school children. Expected to receive formal approval by March 2025, the project is a key component of Nigeria's effort to reform its struggling education sector. Now today, federal government has declared that electricity distribution companies must replace any meter phased out due to meter upgrade. It declared that through the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission and clarified that though there is a directive to phase out the on-Easter's meters as claimed there will soon be a corporation due to an upgrade in technology and the users could not be able to be evaded. The Commission noted that any meter currently being replaced by Viscous must be substituted to ensure no disruption to customers' metering needs. Now, away from that, the federal government has approved the disbursement of 12.911 billion to some parastatals under the Federal Ministry of Health. The parastatals are the National Health Insurance Authority, the National Primary Health Care, the Development Agencies, and the Nigeria Center for Disease Control. And now moving to foreign scene. Senegalese Prime Minister Ousmane Sonko is calling on voters to give his passive party an overwhelming majority in the West African nation's November 17 legislative elections to realize he and the president's plan to transform the state. The Prime Minister told supporters at a pre-election rally in the capital, Dakar, the president's fire needs the electoral victory if he is to implement his policies. Our search and rescue missions has been launched after a multi-story building collapsed in Kashawa West area, Nairobi. The police said they are not certain if there were people trapped under the rubble after the incident. The locals had detected a weakness in the building and had mobilized residents to evacuate. They even took videos of the 7-story crumbling. Allow Thelsa and SpaceX as CEO of the Elon Musk rally solo for the former United States President, the Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump, urging people to vote in a town hall in Harrisburg in a key swing state of the Pennsylvania.
A lot of it is, I think, convincing people who sometimes feel like the vote doesn't matter or it's all rigged or whatever, that actually the vote does matter. And if there's any election in their lifetime that they're going to vote, they should vote in this one. A lot of it is
now showing the screen. I am Medika Micah. Many thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.